All right, a growing number of Americans say they plan to take part in what is known as dry January. This is when people give up alcohol for the entire month of January. They go dry. Well, it's getting easier to do so. Hundreds of alcohol-free beers and wines and spirits have hit the market over the past several years, and this trend continues to grow. A recent Consumer Reports survey found that about 40% of people have at least tried one of these types of drinks, and Brian Vines is the deputy editor for special projects at Consumer Reports, and he and his team have ranked their picks for the top non-alcoholic sparkling wines and beers.
And we've brought them to you.
And we have some of them here.
We're so excited.
All right, so how do you determine where the top rank is?
Well, we had 8 sparkling non-alcoholic wines and 2 wine alternatives that were brewed with things like tea or fruit or other spices. Blind taste test. And we had a very extensive form that folks have to fill out. But what we're really looking for is taste,
Okay.
mouthfeel,
Right.
whether it's dry or sweet or buttery round, and finally, would you buy it?
Ooh.
So those were the 3 categories.
Is the idea that a person drinks it and they feel like they're drinking regular old wine or beer, they're just not getting the booze part of it?
Exactly. For all intents and purposes, this is wine, this is beer. It's fermented and made exactly as wine and beer are, but there's one step. They remove the alcohol at the end. So you're drinking wine and beer. You're just not getting the booze.
Got you. Okay, so the editor's choice, you went with a rosé?
Yes, it's this lovely girl here. Raise your glasses. Join me in this guy.
Cheers.
So you can sip away.
It smells good.
Yeah, you start with your eyes, right? It's beautiful. The bubbles was one of the criteria, too, to see if it's sparkling and like
tart taste, a little bit of a rosé.
I like it.
Apple flavor?
Yeah, there are hints of apple, and people who don't even, little apple, little pear, people who said that this isn't exactly my style still would recommend it. So
like it.
even if you're not a rosé person,
It's giving me sparkling cider vibes.
Yeah.
So, yep, that was the Venata. That was the winner. The runner-up right here is the Sutter Home Free.
Sutter
this
Home,
is their
okay.
alcohol. Yeah, you might remember Sutter
Interesting.
Home.
Sutter Home, okay.
Yeah, this
Still
was-
doing it big?
This was like Friday night with my mom and her girlfriend.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sweeter. It is more buttery.
Definitely more.
Mom was turned up to Blockbuster Video.
Hey,
with
Friday
Sutter Home.
night. So this one is for folks who do prefer a more sweet wine. It's very round.
Yeah.
And it's a good wine, right?
Okay.
You know, this
Alcohol-free.
has really taken off as a trend when the makers of regular old wine and beer are in the business.
Yeah.
And not
good point,
just the
Tony.
wine and beer, folks. Captain Morgan, Tanqueray, Gordon's, all these makers now have alternatives that are alcohol-free.
This is for
It's
the budget
big
version?
business. This is the budget drink.
Or the trackers, as
This
Jill
is-
Schlesinger might call them.
Trackers. So this was the one that's party time, where you can
This
drink
smells
this en masse. You
interesting.
can even make a little light skin mimosa with this guy.
Ooh, I like this one.
Very reminiscent of a cava, light, $11 a bottle. This guy is the Rondo, so that is a great budget buy.
I'm gonna be all right for dry
Very smooth.
January.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be good to
right?
go.
You won't be
I'm getting all the feelings here, but I'm gonna wake up without a hangover. I like it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
what do we have here?
And finally, beer is the largest segment in the non-alcoholic drinks.
Okay.
And they introduce them all the time. This happened to be our pick. It's the Samuel Adams Just Haze. Give it a
Smells
gander.
like beer.
It smells like beer. You get that hoppy smell right in the beginning.
The frothiness. I'm not even a beer person. But
You can't tell me this is not a beer.
wow, it's gone.
Frank the Tank over there. Whoa, all right.
Guilt-free. So
Yeah.
this is something that can ease you into dry January or anytime you just want to take a little break.
I like
I
this.
feel like I need a vegan burger with this beer.
Hey, go wild.
So, is this something older people are taking on or younger folks?
Well, Americans are still drinking more than they have before, but younger Gen Xers are actually leading the trend of drinking less. So they have been the very early adopters to this and looking at their lifestyle.
And I know there's a ton of reasons why people don't want the booze, but just quickly before we go, why are some of the main reasons?
Some of the main reasons are really just health, evaluating your relationship to alcohol, wanting to be hydrated and awake and alive, and really just taking that pause. So if you're in that new year and you're doing a little self-reflection, or any time.
That's good.
Fewer calories.
It has fewer calories by pour.
Okay.
There we
5
go.
ounces.
All right.